And things are like they never happened. The unboxing event came, the unboxing event happened, the unboxing event went away. We now have whatever was left over on the succulent table with the rest of them, and time to start building again. So right now, this is what I'm doing. We're trying to get started on that wheelchair ramp today. So this table is going to be sideways, I think. It's all about square feet in a greenhouse. It's all about using your square feet as best you can, and trying to get the most dollar-wise out of every square foot. So wheelchair ramp throws a big wrench in the plans in regards to that. So I'm trying to find as many ways as I can to reduce the loss of square feet value. So I'm going to take two single tables, run them horizontally along the aisle here, so that we're actually only losing one table width. This is where the wheelchair ramp, the wheelchair ramp ends here. It's going to come from all the way over there to all the way here, and then it'll spit out into the aisle in between these two tables. So it'll be kind of cool that that the wheelchair ramp will have flowers all the way along it, so when you're wheeling down that ramp, at least you have some nice flowers to smell. So I'm excited. I'm going to try and get that started today. I don't know if I'll finish. It's a big job, but yeah, let's see if we can make this happen. And I would film a time lapse of me doing it, but I can't find my tripod. I haven't a clue where the tripod went, so I don't know. I probably misplaced it, I suppose. I probably misplaced it, but I suppose somebody could have lifted it. I mean, we kind of just leave our stuff. We're pretty bad at just leave our stuff laying around, so you never know. Anyway, let's get to it. It's been just a mess of a day, and I didn't film anything. It's just been start one project, get pulled away, go do another project all day. Frustrating day. So I didn't make any progress. This is all I've got. This is all I got. So I think I might stay late tonight trying to get this done, or at least like get it somewhere, because I don't feel very happy about the progress it's made today. But we found spider mites on the Ipomoea. So we have them quarantined in the back. Maybe I'll show you what that looks like. I'm also going to upload a video tonight on treatment for those spider mites. There's a couple different ways, and so I talk about a few of them in that video. But I mean, I got sidetracked with that today too. But I'll show you. These are the Ipomoea that ended up coming in with spider mites, and so it's totally manageable as long as you deal with it quickly and promptly. Yeah, you can't really see in this without a magnifying glass. But so far only the Ipomoea with the narrow leaf are the ones with the spider mite. The thicker leaf and also these lime green ones don't seem to have any mites on them, which is pretty par for the course. Like that's typical. In the past, it's always been the ones with the thin leaves too. So every hanging basket that had mites, that has the Ipomoea that had the mites, and every Ipomoea here, we have pulled aside. And like, this isn't anything new. We experience this every year, and so actually over here, these are actually where they found the problem. I think Lorraine was eyeballing them, or something happened, and somebody noticed eggs on there, and those were plugs that had just come in. So after we started looking at those plugs, found spider mites. Then Lorraine came over and looked at the Ipomoea table up here, and she found more spider mites. So I mean, that's a bummer, but bugs, what can you do? Happens every year. There's nothing you can do about it, and they come in from other greenhouses with them on it. Like, it's no way around it. Literally no way around it. It will happen. It's just a matter of dealing with it properly, and hopefully you can fix your problem. But all the little tiny maverick geraniums got planted today. Just little guys. So that's kind of cool. And also all these black-eyed Susan. Black-eyed Susan, which are also Thunbergia, they're very prone to spider mites as well. So we'll be keeping a close eye on those to make sure that they don't have anything on them. But we soaped them, so the Ipomoea got soaped, which is a way that you deal with mites, and then we quarantined them in those boxes with diatomaceous earth. So if the spider mites try and climb their way out of the box, that diatomaceous earth will scratch up their belly, and that'll kill the mites. And then I also ordered beneficial bugs. So here's the mite. Oh no, here's the mite that we have, spider mites. And so in the past I've ordered Persimilis, which is just a little red mite, and that mite is a predatory mite that eats the spider mites. So I ordered a bunch of those. Those will be here shortly. They'll be here in maybe 3 days. So we just need to keep those separated until those new mites show up, and then we can dump a bunch of beneficials on there and watch the gore, watch the battle happen. That's the best way. You don't want to treat these plants with anything that'll hurt the bees. So the unfortunate thing is that it costs a lot more money to ship in predatory bugs and introduce those to the greenhouse. It's definitely more expensive to do that than it is just to zap them. Like, you could just use a chemical, kill the bug. But the problem is, it's bad for the bees. So you don't want to do that if you can avoid it. So that's the plan. That's going to come in 3 days. I also ordered something called a banker program. So banker programs are for aphids, and the way that works is you start a bunch of like cereal crop, like grains, like any grains or oats or barley, something that aphids like, and so you start a tray or a pot of those. Actually, we'll have 6 of them, and then you put it in an enclosed screen or mesh or something enclosed that allows the plants to breathe, but the aphids can't get out of that. And this is going to sound crazy, but what you actually do is we grow those bowls or pots or trays, and then I order a plant from a beneficial bug company, and they send me a plant that has aphids on it. And then I take that plant and I put it inside this enclosed area that has all of this grass growing. The aphids, and then you cover it so that the aphids can't get out, so it's an enclosed environment. And then the aphids take over, and they move from the plant onto the grass that you planted, and they start eating all that, and they start multiplying heavily. And so you'll have this enclosed aphid sanctuary, if you will, and the aphids just get crazy and they take over. So then you introduce the Kolmani, which is a parasitic bug, and so that Kolmani will actually lay its eggs and its larvae into the aphids, and they'll eat the aphids, and they'll eat the eggs, and they'll eat the larvae of the aphids. And so you have this enclosed area filled with aphids, hundreds of them. Then you introduce Kolmani, so then we'll introduce, like, say 3,000 little bugs, 3,000 or 5,000 Kolmani into that enclosed banker program, and then they will parasitically lay their eggs inside all of the aphids inside that environment. And then after those have all been laid, you take the frost cloth off, or your mesh or whatever, and then those Kolmani, you've now multiplied your Kolmani by the thousands, and so we'll invest in 5,000 Kolmani. They'll multiply into 30,000 Kolmani, and then you open your frost cloth on your 6 enclosures around the greenhouse that you have your aphids growing in. You then release the frost cloth. The Kolmani then are in the thousands, and they swarm your greenhouse, and any other plant in your greenhouse that may have collected an aphid over time, whether it came in with it on a tray, or whether a customer brought in a plant that had an aphid on it, or whether there was an aphid on a spruce tree that we kept over winter that happened to have come back. Either way, any way that you get an aphid, there might be aphids in this greenhouse right now that we don't know about. So far we haven't found any, but pretty well every year you get aphids. You just got to deal with it. But in a place like this, that could bankrupt you. So yeah, so then you'll have an army of Kolmani, which is a parasitic, and it will track down any creature that it can eat in this greenhouse and devour them entirely. So that is the plan. So we're going to plant our barley today and introduce the Kolmani in a week and a half after the grass is grown. We'll introduce, actually first we introduce the plant in a week from now that'll have the aphids on it, and then after that, a week after that, we'll introduce the Kolmani, which will devour that'll devour all the aphids. So, well, the parking lot has turned to shit here in the last couple days. It's been so warm out. So I'm gonna try and get out here before it totally thaws out, and just drag the blade on here once, and try and get all these ruts out so that the water will start flowing again, and then I'll get off it. You don't want to spend too much time on it. Like, I don't even think I'll be able to stay on it more than one run, but we'll try and smooth it out and see if it works while it's a little bit chilled. We're gonna see how it looks afterwards. Yeah, definitely just frozen enough to get on it once. Otherwise I would have just started to make a mess. You can tell I already dug up a little bit of goo. But much better. I think the water will drain a little bit better now instead of having all those ruts to get stuck in. Today the plan is to, I think, just organize the greenhouse a bunch. And Lorraine is trimming baskets. Hey, what are you doing over there? What are you doing?
It's haircut time. It's time for haircuts.
Do you want to explain why you're doing that?
Well, so they bush out and they look like greenhouse baskets. That's how greenhouses get them to be nice and full, is with a pair of scissors. A little fertilizer helps, but a pair of scissors is the trick.
Yeah. So it stops them from getting lanky and it promotes them to bush out a little bit thicker.
Yeah, try to get all the tips.
And so we were arguing that they're not ready to be cut yet. They should have been a little bit.
They're not.
They should have been a little bit taller or more fully grown.
That's right.
But the problem is that we just don't have space to keep these hanging baskets on the tables anymore. Typically we set all the baskets on the tabletop, and then as soon as we cut them, they get hung. But at this point, the greenhouse is nearly full, and we still have all these hanging baskets sitting on the table. So they need to be trimmed a little bit early in order to be hung. And if we need to do it again later, we will. But for now,
this is the remedy.
For now, this is the plan.
All growing tips come off. Well, as many as you can get anyways.
And now our secret is out. Now our Braeheid Gardens hanging basket secret is out to the public.
Yeah.
It's one little lady with a pair of scissors.
That's me, yeah.
I know. I haven't been vlogging much. It's tough when we're this busy, man. I had no idea. There's so many things I need to show you and tell you guys about. And it's just tough. Like, for example, last night, this furnace was not lighting properly. So I was out here at midnight, and then I was out here again at 1. The temperature alarms were going off. And this one wasn't lighting properly either. That means that 2 furnaces in a row weren't lighting properly, which typically doesn't happen. Yeah, and that one's not lit right now, so it's not good. I don't know why. So I'll have to figure that out today, amongst a hectic day. I mean, even with the furnace malfunctioning, it still only got as low as, like, what is that, 12.5, 13 degrees. So last night, the coldest it got over here was 12.5 to 13 degrees, which is pretty good with a malfunctional furnace. And then this morning, I'm heading over to Dunvegan, time for more soil. So I'm heading to Dunvegan and see what I can get for soil. But this is what we have left over from the unboxing event. I have a handful of snake plants, 1 tray of the Venus flytraps left. I'm going to upload I have some footage of a Venus flytrap. I'm going to upload in a different video. So if you've never seen that before, keep your eyes open. The worst thing about trying to go places in the morning is that I never know where my stuff is. Like truck keys, yeah. I probably have them hanging in the same spot. Phones, yeah, probably by the bed plugged in. Wallet? No idea. Soil time, but look who I found. Hi guys. Hi. What are you doing over there? Just hanging out. Doesn't look very fun in there. Do you need more space? Maybe I should let you out. Hey? Should I let you out? They didn't like that. They didn't like me opening that. And who do we got over here? Hi guys. What's going on? What's going on in here? Hey. What are you guys doing? Hanging out? Laying eggs? Or are you all... No? Are all of you roosters? Oh, they are. So where's the hens? Oh wait, there's eggs in here. I don't know anything about chickens. Hello, good morning. Okay, so this is like, I think this is day number 4 of filming to try and get enough footage for one vlog. Well, there's like 7 or 8 days in a row of beautiful sunny, shiny weather. And now today it is gloomy and rainy, but it's better than snow. Which is too bad because it's raining exactly on the day that I have a pickup truck full of soil, really heavy soil, and I need to come driving through gumbo. Just terrible gumbo. So, why don't you drive along with me? And we'll see if we can actually make it. We don't really have much for mudding tires, so we'll see. This truck's old. 316,000 kilometers. Hopefully she doesn't break down. It's bad. There was people watching me while I was filming, while I was trying to back up, so I had to turn the camera off because I felt like a dork. But now, Jamie has soil. Check this out. It's getting there. My goal is to get the indoor stairs and indoor ramp finished today. I want to finally be able to get this mess out of here. Plus we need it for flowers. We're getting awfully cramped on space. It's real tight. Yay, check it out. I've got railings here. I just need to find something that I want to put on, why the heck is it so blurry? I just need to find some nice board for the top that's nice and smooth with no slivers. But that's all the way down, nice and perfect. Now I was about to get started on here, but it's just been crazy. There's been customers through the door all day. And I've been stuck on that till pretty well all day. And then whenever I'm not, I come out here and do this. And now we need to water. And so I'm trying to get things watered before the day is over, before the day's through. So have you guys got your gardens in yet? Because we have. They're here and they're growing. Anyway, I'm just going to upload this vlog with 4 days mashed all together into one. But anyway, we'll see you guys in the next one.